This is Tim Kirshner from the Breeders' Fall Classic. Today is July 29th, and what I want to do today is show you what I'm doing with the feed. This is a feed called the Carolina Racing Mix, and if I can turn this thing the right way, maybe you can read the ingredients. Mike Bright is our feed guy down here. Mike's from New Jersey. We won't hold that against him. He's been down here, 15, 16 years. But Mike is very, very good with the feed. We started off on a diet mix and went to a heavier feed that I thought was maybe too heavy, and Mike said, you need to go with this Carolina Racing Mix, okay? For you guys that use Baden feed, this is USA Racing Mix. But what Mike did is he took half the corn out because it's so hot down here. And he replaced the corn with safflower. Alright? And I will just tell you this. Believe it or don't believe me. Doesn't matter to me. These birds will fly like hell on this feed. That's all I got to say. And what I do is, for every 2 scoops, and there's the thing in the bottom that I scoop with, laying in the feed. Not for every 2 scoops, for every 4 scoops, I add 1 scoop of safflower. Okay, this is Baden safflower also. I've always used safflower. I'm a big believer in safflower. And I've always fed it to my race birds. And this is the Baden feed. The scoop, there's actually a little bit more corn in it than what you're seeing. Okay. Now, the birds are fed once a day. They're fed all they can eat. And a thing that occurs with them or happens with them is, if they're out flying or for about 3 hours, a lot of times when they come in, they don't want to eat. They drink and they want to go to the purchase and go to sleep. And so what I do is, I pour some feed, I go and scrape some more sections, and then when I come back in about 30 minutes or so, I pour them some more feed, and then they're ready to eat. Okay? Concerning minerals, I'm a big mineral guy. I'll tell you that right now. Your birds are getting 6 different kinds of minerals. Alright? They get charcoal, they get seaweed, they get the natural blocks. Where is it? They get the natural blocks, okay? They get magnesium blocks. They get regular grit, which is in that yellow pail. And then the PMV powder is the pink powder, and I sprinkle that over the regular grit and stir it up in the grit. Okay? Now, what I do is I keep little galley pots in the loft. Okay? And all the grits are in the galley pots. And you can see them over there. Okay? And it's in a couple sections. That's how I do it. Now, the other thing that does go on, and this is a feed trough, where this is the last feed trough I take out. There's pretty much nothing left in it. But I also leave it in for birds that are just starving or they were too tired to eat or whatever. Okay? Once again, there's the galley pots. Birds are laying down, and they ought to be laying down. The way they fly, it's incredible. Okay, but you can see the birds. Look at that sucker up there, sound asleep. Look at those guys up there. Okay, and they fly like demons. That's all I'm going to tell you. All right. Now that's pretty much what I do with supplements. Not with the supplements, but with the feed and the minerals. Now, medication-wise, these birds haven't been treated for anything in a pretty good while, if you want to know the truth of it. Actually, it's been a long while. It's been at least a month, all right? But it's getting hot, it's getting humid. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to treat them for canker. They've been treated for canker once in a combo since they got here. And I'll tell you up front, I didn't like the combo, okay? Didn't think it gave me what I want. I don't tend to feed or medicate with combos, all right? I tend to medicate with individual products. Now, they're going to need some canker meds. It's about that time. And I'm going to treat them with Baramax. I think most of you are familiar with Baramax. Supposedly you don't have to treat them all the time once you treat them with Baramax. They're going to get Baramax, and they've been treated twice for respiratory since they've been here. It's very wet here. Some of you guys, a couple days ago, we had 11 inches of rain. You might have seen that on the national news. Okay, that's in the county your birds are sitting in. Thankfully, we're on a mountain and all the water runs off. But like I said, they have been treated twice for respiratory. I will treat them for respiratory again before I start training. The respiratory medication I use is Vitaking respiratory powder. And it's got everything in it you need it. I've used it for years. I trust it. I believe in it. All right? People say, damn, that's expensive. Well, yeah, it's a little bit expensive, but you know what? Most of the medications you buy, you get 100 grams. You get 200 grams with that, okay? So, you know, it's all relative. And I don't care what you use. It's none of my business. I'm not selling products for anybody, I promise you that. I'm just telling you what I believe in and what I use, okay? So, for E. coli and coccidiosis, I use ESB3. All right, ESB3, I use it for 4 days, 2 days off, and then 2 more days. If ESB won't get it, go to the house, okay, because you're done. It ain't going to, if it won't get it, nothing will. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. As far as I am concerned, this is not a instructional video, this is an informational video, okay? I use a couple other things. You can see the grates here, okay? Underneath the grates, I spread kitty litter. And the reason I spread kitty litter is I don't want it all damp and nasty underneath those grates. I do take it out periodically, okay? But I'm like everybody else. I tend to get lazy with it. And even if I took it out once a week, because the ground is below there. Even if I took it out once a week, it wouldn't matter. I'd still put the kitty litter down. I want it dry underneath there is what I'm trying to tell you. Okay? I use Echo Endo drops. I think that's how you say it. I really don't know. I use Ivermectin, 1%, 2 drops down the throat, 1 on the foot. Okay? I've got some other products here that I use. Some of them work, and some of them don't. Okay, they haven't worked for me anyway, let's put it that way. If you're doing something and it's working, okay, why would you not keep doing what you're doing, is all I want to know. Keep doing what you're doing if it's working. This is the Van Hee bath salts. I put that in the water when I take a bath, but as I said, this is an informational video. You need to keep that in mind. I'm not selling products. Don't give a damn what you buy or don't buy. I'm not a vet, and I didn't stay in a damn Holiday Inn last night. I'm a guy that's been flying pigeons for 30 years, and I'm just like you. I try different products all the time to see if they work. Sometimes I'm satisfied with them, sometimes I'm not. Okay? So that's an update on the feed and the minerals and some of the other supplies we use. And this is Tim Kirshner from the Breeders' Fall Classic.